Okay. Yeah. So I hope you are well wherever you are watching this. And I know that I'm a little bit early if it's live, but number one, I don't think anyone cares at the moment anyway. And sometimes just life occurs. So, oh God, so talking about the law of cause and effect, like, oh my God, what what a freaking law this is. And um, yeah, so basically, it's funny because I consider this probably my favorite law, just because it is so to the point and so powerful and so direct. But it also is kind of not my favorite law at the same time because it absolutely will fuck you over, certainly. And yeah, so I can't lie, I'm kind of struggling a little bit. With keeping in a good vibration, keeping a positive mindset right now, just because I actually had something happen yesterday, which was a cause, and it happened because it happened. It affected me being able to attend the festival that I was supposed to attend. I was supposed to attend the Oneness Festival tomorrow, which is tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m., by the way, in Doylestown. Definitely, if you're in the area, I would highly, highly recommend you check it out. It's going to be some good stuff going on. And I have a couple great people that are going to be there too, uh, with animal communication, with a soul chart and all that wonderful, awesome stuff. So it's going to be amazing. And there's just so much. It's going to be food and it's a festival. Yeah, so I was super psyched to be a part of that. But long story short, law of cause and effect happened, came out of nowhere, and now this is where I'm at. So it's just hey, and it's just that's sort of things going to happen. So yeah, law of cause and effect often will cause things that are may or may not be in your power, but it is what it is. So can't won't be attending the festival unfortunately, but definitely if you're in the area, check out the festival. It's going to be awesome, 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 awesome. Cool. So moving on. So I said how much this is probably my favorite of the seven spiritual laws is this law, and I want to read just a little bit about it from the Kybalion that we're kind of exploring. And it says that every cause has its effect, every effect has its cause. Everything happens according to law. Chance is but a name for law, not recognized. And there are many planes of causation, but nothing escapes the law. And this thing, this law is so freaking powerful for me that I actually, in my spiritual journey, and I was really seeking answers for things, I came across something called Nichiren Buddhism. And if you don't know anything about Buddhism, there are different pathways of Buddhism. Buddhism is obviously is a religion, but there are different aspects of it as well. And I actually had a friend kind of get me into it, and it actually was pretty life changing. I'm not going to lie. The one thing that I only really did one aspect of it, and it was chanting. And the there are different mantras to chant, but the one that they had me chant was Nam Yoho Renge Kyo, which I'm just gonna write it out. Like I think this is it. Nam Yoho Renge Kyo. And here I came to find that it's actually it means I dedicate my life to the law of cause and effect. And at the time when she didn't really explain much. She just said, just chant it, just do it, and just write out what you want and just chant it and just see what happens. So I did it, and yeah, if I'll be damned, some things started to open up for me, and just being able to chant that and focus on things that I want. And I was astounded, and I came to find out what that meant. And I was like, holy shit, like that. Yeah. When you really think about that, you're basically integrating yourself into the dance of cause and effect, that you are pretty much aligning yourself with, hey, this is what I want. I want to align with whatever's going to cause me to get what I want. And the fact that the life that I'm living right now is an effect, like, how can I cause a different effect. And it's really, really astounding, kind of what the changes that I had. Like, things started to open up out of nowhere. And as excited as I was, though, honestly, I'm not really a religious person, and religion is not really my forte and not really for me. So I didn't really want to go any further with that. But it's actually something that I do still pull out every now and then, just because it works. And even before then, again, when I was reading this book, to me, this law, the law of cause and effect, causation, struck me as truly like the be all and end all, like, of all laws. Like, that, if you forget all the other, the law, they all exist. The law of rhythm, the law of vibration, the law of gender, the law of mentalism, they all exist. But to me, if you only come away with one law that you really, really get better at, to me, it's the law of cause and effect. And it's just the simple realization that everything has a cause. Everything that's in your life right now has a cause. Now, it may or may not be something that isn't totally within your control. And that's okay. But it still has a cause. Something still is causing things that are happening. And whenever we think about that sort of a thing, we know that even if we can't affect every aspect of what's happening in our lives, we can definitely control an aspect of it, as if not the entire thing. And this is where we talk about some of the other laws come in handy, where we talk about things like vibration, raising your vibration, that sort of a thing, because you may not be able to control, say, what someone else is doing, but you can control you can actually control your relationship with that person, which can actually increase and change how things are happening. And you can do that by raising your vibration, therefore potentially raising theirs through your relationship, potentially even when they're with you, if not for all. That can help things. And also, you can change your reaction, your response to things by raising your vibration, the things you can't control. So when I kind of think about it, it's really cool, because it just reminds me that there are different levels of cause and effect. And even though we may not be able to control, say, a pandemic or a political movement that is happening at the time, or a war that's happening that other people around us are caught up in, you can still manipulate things by causing effects on different levels, such as your own spiritual reaction, your own mental reaction, your own actions and whatnot. And one way I always like to think about the end result of where we're at with things is kind of moving backwards through the chain. So if we have arrived at an effect currently that we're currently in, or having something that's happening around us at the moment, and we don't like it, so we can always kind of go backwards down the chain of effect to kind of investigate how we got here. You can start with yourself, of course. Like, it's obviously, some of these things obviously are very, like, for example, in a pandemic, how do we get here? You can follow backwards through not being prepared, through we had little warning signs with smaller outbreaks that we didn't really take the right action on. That is a bigger cultural, social problem. You know what I mean? That that we really can't control, at all. So that's one aspect of reversing backward to see where you're at and seeing what the cause is. But also, you can take that macrocosm and also ask yourself, where you're at, how could you potentially go backwards and see where you're at? For example, I know, if I'm in the pandemic, especially the height of the pandemic, and I am concerned about my one major income stream. And, if that was disrupted, or if I was worried about it being disrupted, I can say, okay, well, what's the cause of me being in this stressful situation? Yes, I could not control the pandemic, but one thing that I did do, which put me in that situation, was I did not increase my income streams. I didn't diversify different ways for me to be in this position. So because of that, when something big came around that disrupted my one income stream, then that causes the current situation that I'm in. So that could be definitely one way to kind of work backwards through that. But to me, again, like working with this law is probably the absolute best way to really create big change in your life, is to actually ask yourself, okay, everything has a cause. Everything, nothing truly ever just comes without a mother. Not, something's always has birthed everything that we're in, including our situations. So it's always good to ask yourself, okay, well, why? How did I get here? And let me go backwards, take a step back. What caused it, and to see how I can change that. And also, what effect is this situation right now going to have on me moving forward? What's the best effect that can have on me moving forward? So I also think that's a really good question as well, so that we can learn from the situations that we're in. All right, so I just wanted to, I'm gonna have to, again, it's early, but I just wanted to come on really quick and talk about this, and it's my favorite law. And again, I recommend, I don't know if you ever heard of Nichiren Buddhism, but it really helped me. I really enjoyed it. And it really, chanting Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, to me was something that really, really helped. And to me, it's a testament for how powerful this law is. That the fact that I was basically chanting, basically coming as a disciple to this law and saying it in a language that was not my own, it still worked. And this law still aligned me with, and I was able to change things in my life that I really wanted to change. So I'm not a proponent of religion by any means, but I think all religions do have an awesome amount of wisdom to share. So I feel like, hey, if there's something that helps, by all means, we should be able to share that. So I hope everyone is, it has a wonderful, is enjoying their summer and has a wonderful day and rest of your weekend. If you're watching this now, if you're watching this in the future, that you enjoy yourself wherever you're at. And just remember, just this law, you don't remember anything else of the other laws, law, cause, and effect. And that you always you are dancing in this giant machine, and you always are affecting this world in big ways, small ways, and just the same as you are also being affected by the world as a macro. All right. So be aware of that. And remember, you always have power. You always have the power to do that. All right. So thank you so much. And if you enjoy these little talks, definitely please sign up for our newsletter. You can find the link in the profile as well. Just click on that, and definitely we do all sorts of things, little giveaways, and we're doing a book review giveaway right now, and there'll be lots of other awesome things coming down the pipeline. So definitely, and enjoy the rest of your day. Be blessed and be well. I'll talk to you soon. Take care.